So let's talk about the product for a second. What is it that you will be building in this course? Okay, so let's go over what you will be building in this application. In this application, you will be building this application, and let's go over them one by one. So this is Mandarino. Mandarino, I built it for myself because I was not very happy with the current technologies that existed out there when it comes to learning languages. And one of the problems with most, for example, if you go to Duolingo, you have a not very great experience, right? You're clicking a lot, you're not really practicing your pronunciation. It's very, it's quiz based. It's not really great at learning. You're not really practicing your pronunciation, or you're practicing your listening skills. And so that's what I wanted to do, right? Including, so let's go over the first product, which is Speak. So Speak is basically an app that allows you to practice your pronunciation. You can upload your own content, right? You can bring in your own link. You can add Pinyin, Hanzi. You can specify the lesson, and then you can specify the title, and then finally you can create a new Speak. And once you have created it, right, so let me show you one of the news, one of the recent ones that I've added, which is Wa Sai, which means Wa or Wow. So let's practice this pronunciation. So first we want to listen to the audio. Wa Sai. Okay, so now that we know how it sounds, keep in mind we are listening to a very high quality native speaker. So you're not listening to some robot. This is the most important thing, is that you are getting a very high quality input. So once you have recognized the sound, you can try to practice it. And now the way how it works is that if you press this one button over here, Wa Sai, and what happened is that it recognized I said Wasai, and internally the way how it works is it uses the web speech API to convert my voice into text, and here it also gives you this confidence, how confident you are, or how confident this AI model is against your speech. You can also cancel it. So if you press this right now, it doesn't really do anything, but the cancel button is already here. So it's just there right now. So for some things, for example, here, if you press on this one, it'll give you, so right now, see the close functionality is not implemented, but basically this button here, the cloud button, should give you every, for example, interesting facts about this word, how it is used, in what context it is used. So that's what this button does. Now let's look at this button over here. This button is the analytics button. So this button, if you click on it, this will give you analytics for this lesson. So let's see how I have done historically. And there's nothing at the moment. So clearly there's a bug. So bugs are very common in software, so you'll learn how to fix this, right? Why isn't this showing? For example, if I go to this one and press, this one is showing. Now, why is the other one not showing, right? This is a software bug, so you learn how to deal with bugs and how to find solutions. So that's Speak. There's also Convos. Convos is a little bit more different than Speak. Speak, you're just trying to pronounce a particular word, but Convos is more, it's much more interesting in the sense that it's much more applied. So the inspiration of this app I got from Street Smart Languages, which is what I use to practice my Chinese. And the way how this course is structured is that let's go and see the level 1 starts, and then let's just go over how it is structured. So every lesson is structured like a dialogue, right? A real life dialogue, and we can study the dialogue, we can listen to it. But the problem is the web app, right? I don't really like the web app. It's very, you cannot really interact with the the components. It's very websitey, right? Very cookie cutter websitey. So I said, you know what? They have amazing content, but they don't have a really good UI. What if I can take their content and use it in my app? And that's what I did, right? So I created Convos. Convos is a specific app that allows you to upload your conversations or the courses that you're taking. And as you can see, I have uploaded a lot of conversations. So let's try this one. And if you press play, so let's go over the UI. So as you see, when you pressed on that button, it led us to this UI. So here you have the time, you have the close button, it takes you back. You have the ideas button, which we have seen earlier. So then you have the bulb. So what this bulb does is it's focus mode. So when the focus mode is off, you see the whole dialogue. You can press the dialogue over here, and then it starts the dialogue. And as you can see, there's an animation. It just displays the relevant conversation at that time. You can also press this one, and then you see a focus mode. And also Convos also support analytics as well. And here we are. We can see that this conversation has 27 HSK words, 7 HSK2 words. HSK is a system for like a test system. So as you can see, by learning this conversation, you're already learning all these words per HSK. So it's a great way to learn a language because you're using it and you're using only the relevant words. For example, in this case, we're ordering a coffee. And here, ni shu de han hao, ni hao ma, which means you speak of very good. So this is in Hanzi, this is in Pinyin, this is in the word-to-word translation, and this is the actual English translation. And you can also click on the words to see their translated meanings. So that's for Convos. There's also App Store. With App Store, you can install and uninstall your apps. So this gives you control over what you want to use. For example, there's Speak Convos. There's also Listen. Listen is quite interesting. We're using YouTube and we're using music to learn Chinese. And this is a great way to. It's pretty simple. There's a button over here. You can control the. And you can change the songs here. So that's Listen. We have seen Speak Convos. We have seen Listen. We're also going to implement if time persists. We're going to implement the Hanzi movie method as well. But this is for the future, so we won't be focusing on this one yet. We will be focusing mainly on Speak and Convos. So you will be building a similar app, not the whole thing, but a minimal version of this application.